Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ahlan wa sahlan. Welcome to this video, guys. My name is Liaquat. Check out my YouTube channel. It's called Roots of Knowledge. I make videos on all sorts of topics that you might be interested in related to the Islamic sciences. Check them out. If you like them, subscribe, hit the like button, bell button, and all other nice buttons out there that will help my channel. And also share it with other people as well. And that's it, really. So let's start with this now. So we are going through Mukhtasar al-Qudoori. La yazalu. Yazal, it means to be removed, and la yazalu means to not be removed, meaning continue. And musafir, you guys should know that by now. Yanwi, nawa yanwi, it means to make intention. Iqama, it means to reside in a place, to stay in a place. Aqama yuqimu iqamatan. Balda, it means a city. Khamsata ashar. You guys should know that. Okay, itmam, it means to complete, referring to the completion of the rakats. Yeah, complete, to complete. Nawa al-iqamata aqalla min dhalika lam yutim. Okay, let's go. Ghadan, tomorrow, means tomorrow. And then you got baqiya yabqa, to remain. And then you got ala dhalika sinin. Sinin means years. Salla rak'atayn al-askar, it's an army. Harb, war or battle. Muqim, baqa al-waqt. Okay, fa'ita, you guys should know that one. Fa'ita. And then you got sallama, and then you've got yustahab. A lot of these words you should know. I've done that one before. Okay, qawmun safar. Safar is actually the jam of musafir. It's strange. It means travelers. It's plural. Qawmun safarun. Alright, and there you have it. Alright, let's do a little bit of tarkeeb then. So, la yazalu is the fi'l plus the ism. Hatta is harf jar. Yanwiya is the mansoob because of an. Al-iqamata is mansoob because of maf'ul bihi. Baldatin is majroor. Khamsata ashar. Why is it khamsata ashar? I mentioned this last week as well. So, if you guys know, why is it khamsata ashar? Why is it single fath on both words? And then you got sa'idan. Why is it sa'idan? Why is it mansoob as well? If you guys know. And then you got yalzamu, who is fi'l. Itmam is the fa'il. And then you got aqalla is single. It's nawa al-iqamata. Aqalla is mansoob. Dakhala fi'l fa'il. And yuqima fi'l fa'il. Khamsata ashara yawman. Yawman is tamyiz. إنما يقول غدا. غدا is ظرف. أخرج في الفاعل. سنين, then that one. Okay, and then you have صلى ركعتين وإذا دخل العسكر في أرض الحرب. So أرض مجرور because of the حرف جر. then مضاف مضاف إليه. نوع الإقامة المفعول به. 15 is what to say there. لم يتموا الصلاة. Okay, so في الفاعل مفعول به. دخل المسافر في صلاة is مضاف مضاف إليه. مع بقاء الوقت أتم الصلاة. مع في فائتة. لم تجز جاز يجوز. صلاته is فعل فاعل. and then خلفه is going to be the ظرف. وإذا صلى المسافر. مسافر when he prays فاعل. بالمقيمين. سلم ثم أتم. أتم is فعل. مقيمون is the فاعل. صلاتهم is the مفعول به. Then you've got okay, فعل and that's the فاعل. صلاتهم. ويستحب, this is مجهول, and the naib fa'il is actually all of this. أن يقول لهم naib. Right, so أتموا صلاتكم. صلاتكم is the مفعول به. فإنا قوم. إنا is ism, and the قوم is the first khabar. سفر second khabar. You can say, you can say قوم is the mawsuf and سفر is the sifa as well. That's fine as well. Okay, إذا دخل المسافر مصره أتم الصلاة وإن لم ينوي الإقامة فيه. Right, so the keeps getting quite easy now, guys. So that's why I'm kind of making it a bit shorter as we go along. Alright, so here are several masail. There's quite a few masalas over here. And we're going to try to go through each one. So The first masala is if there's a guy and the guy leaves his home of residence, city of residence, it's called the watan, and then he travels. Now he is a musafir, right? Meaning that he prays 2 rakats of dhuhr, asr and isha. But when does he now complete the prayer? When does he do what is known as itmam? So there's 2 scenarios. Either if he stays in a place for more than 15 days or more, or he stays in a place less than 15 days. If he stays in a place for 15 days or more, less than 15 days, he only does 2 rakats, meaning he's still in the ruling of a musafir. So 2 rakats of dhuhr, asr, isha. But if he stays in a place, a city, like he goes from Birmingham, stays in London for 15 days or more, then he is going to pray his full salat, 4 rakats. Okay, so that's basically the first masala. So he says, وَلَا يَزَالُ, he continues, عَلَى حُكْمِ الْمُسَافِرِ, upon the ruling of a musafir, حتى, until أن ينوي, he intends al-iqamata, residence في بلدة, in a particular city, 15 for 15 days, فصاعدا or more. فَيَلْزَمُهُ الْإِتْمَامُ, and therefore itmam becomes lazim, necessary upon him. Right, so he's got to do itmam, meaning 4 rakats. فَإِن نَوَى الْإِقَامَةَ, and if he intends residence أقل, less, من ذلك that, لم يتم, he doesn't do itmam. Right, so meaning if he intends to stay in the place for less than 15 days, then he continues to do 2 rakats. You also call this qasr, by the way. You might want to make a note of that. They also call this qasr. Qasr means praying the prayer short. Okay, that's one masla done. Second masla. من دخل بلدا ولم ينوي أن يقيم 15 يوما. There's a guy, and let's say he's gone to London. He's staying in a hotel in London, and he's thinking to himself, you know what? When am I going to leave? When am I going to go back? So he's thinking, I'm going to go back tomorrow or in a few days. Yeah, this person continues to be in the ruling of a musafir, even if he is still unsure about when he's going to return. For months on end, years even, right? Every day he's thinking, I'm going to go tomorrow or the other day or the next day. As long as he's not firm, he hasn't made a firm conviction that he will 100% stay in a city for 15 days, he is still in the ruling of a musafir. So even if he's like there for 6 months, 10 months, a year, right, he's going to be in the ruling of a musafir. Right, so that's the next masala. Okay, so if you look at this then, he says, وَمَنْ دَخَلَ بَلَدًا, whoever enters the city, وَلَمْ يَنْوِي, and does not intend, أَنْ يُقِيمَ فِيهِ, to stay in it, 15 يوما, for 15 days. وَإِنَّمَا يَقُولُ, rather he says, غَدًا أَخْرُجْ, tomorrow I'll leave, meaning I'll go home. أو بعد غد, or after tomorrow, أخرج, I'll leave. حتى بقي على ذلك, until he remains in that condition for years, سنين. صلى ركعتين, he's still going to be praying 2 rakats. Yeah, so this could be for, many scenarios for this. But yeah, that's basically it. Okay, third masla now. This is the masla of the army. Let's say there is a Muslim army, and the Muslim army has gone on a safar to fight against the enemy, right? So he's in the Ard al-Harb, the land of fighting he's in. Yeah, so he's in a military zone, and the enemies are there. So even if the army intends to stay there for more than 15 days, they still are considered musafir. That's strange, right? Normally we'd consider the person who stays in a place for 15 days. But no, because these guys don't really know when they're actually going to go back, right? So this is why they pray 2 rakats, and they are in the ruling of a musafir, even if they intend to stay for 15 days or more, right? So this is only for the army, right? It's only for the army. So he says, إِذَا دَخَلَ الْعَسْكَرُ, when the enemy enters into the Ard of Harb, land of Harb, فَنَوَوْا الْإِقَامَةَ, and they intended to stay there for 15 days, 15 يوما, لَمْ يُتِمُّوا الصَّلَاةِ, they will not complete their prayer, meaning they will not pray 4 rakats. Right? Okay, next. Fourth masala. I told you there's going to be lots of masalas today. Alright, so the fourth masala is this. Let's say there's a person and he enters the masjid and he sees the imam praying dhuhr and he joins him. Should he pray all 4 rakats behind the imam, or should he only pray 2 rakats behind the imam? So the rule basically is this. as long as he's praying within time, as long as there's time left and the salat hasn't expired, then he prays with the imam. So let's say there's that much time left. He prays with the imam, whatever the salat the imam prays. So if the imam prays 4, he prays 4 with him. Right, so the imam is a resident, he's a local, and he is not a local. So if he comes and prays behind the imam, then he will be praying the same number of rakats as the imam is praying, meaning 4 rakats. Yeah, as long as there's time, in the time. However, if there is qada, let's say a group of people miss the dhuhr prayer, and they're praying qada of dhuhr. You can do that, by the way. You can pray qada of dhuhr. Right, so let's say it's 3:30 and dhuhr is clearly finished. So this group of people is praying the qada of dhuhr. So can this musafir join them? The ruling is no. He can't join them. Now why is this? Well, it's a kind of like a bit of a detailed explanation to do with usul, the concept of what's the status of the salat time itself and all that. So I won't really explain the details here, but in Hidayah and other places this masala is mentioned in more detail. So you can't pray behind them, basically. He's got to pray his own salat. Okay, right, so let's have a look at this. So he says, وَإِذَا دَخَلَ الْمُسَافِرُ, when a musafir enters في صلاة المقيم, into the salat of a resident, مع بقاء الوقت, despite there being time left, أتم الصلاة, he completes his prayer, meaning he prays the full 4 rakats. وَإِذَا دَخَلَ مَعَهُ فِي, and that's only that salat, by the way. Okay, so later on in the day, if he's not praying behind the imam, then he just prays his 2 rakats. وَإِن دَخَلَ مَعَهُ فِي فَائِتَةٍ, if he was to enter in a salat that's missed, right, so this is the next scenario, لَمْ تَجُزْ صَلَاتُ خَلْفَهُ, he can't, his prayer behind him will not be permitted. Okay, alright, so all of that. So atamma means 4 rakats, and fa'ita means missed prayer. So there he's not allowed to pray behind them. He's got to pray his own 2 rakats of qada. Okay, next masala. إذا صلى المسافر, so 2 masalas left. إذا صلى المسافر بالمقيمين. So let's say the imam this time is a musafir. So imam's a musafir, he's in the mosque, he's praying. And some local guys, they see him pray and they want to join behind him. So they join behind him, that's fine. Alright. Only difference is that he's going to be praying 2 rakats of dhuhr, and they will be actually have to pray all of it. So 2 that he prays plus 2 more. So basically they have to get up after he gives salam, and they'll have to make up 2 more rakats. Right, 2 more rakats. Alright, so this is basically, this kind of a scenario is what happened in the time of the Prophet ﷺ, where the Prophet ﷺ, he went to Mecca and he was a musafir. He led the people, then he told the people to make up their prayers because he's a musafir. So this is what is recommended for him to do. It's actually recommended for him when he gives salam to actually say, everyone, I am a musafir, I'm a traveler, make up your prayers. So let's look at this then. He says, إِذَا صَلَّى الْمُسَافِرُ, when a musafir prays, leads the muqim. So when you have salla with the letter B, you translate it as to lead, not prayed with. No. إِذَا صَلَّى الْمُسَافِرُ, when the musafir leads muqimin, locals, residents, صَلَّى رَكَعَتَيْن, the imam will pray 2 rakats, وَسَلَّمَ, and give salam. ثُمَّ أَتَمَّ الْمُقِيمُونَ, and the muqims will complete their prayer, salatum. وَيُسْتَحَبُّ لَهُ إِذَا سَلَّمَ, and it's considered mustahab for him when the imam gives salam, and يَقُولُ لَهُمْ, that he says to them, أَتِمُّوا صَلَاتَكُمْ, complete your prayer, فَإِنَّا قَوْمٌ سَفَرٌ, complete your prayer, indeed we are a group of travelers. Okay, traveling group. So he basically says something to this effect: complete your prayers, I'm a musafir. As long as they understand what that means. And the last masala is this: is any time a musafir returns and steps foot into his own city, original residence, permanent residence, then he is not allowed to pray 2 rakats of dhuhr, rather he has to pray 4. So إِذَا دَخَلَ الْمُسَافِرُ مِصْرَهُ, when the musafir enters his city, أَتَمَّ الصَّلَاةَ, he completes the prayer, وَإِن لَمْ يَنْوِ الْإِقَامَةَ فِيهِ, even if he does not intend residence in it. So he's just like come back to his city just to pick something up, some luggage that he left, and go. Then he has to pray the full salat as soon as he enters into the city. Right, so let me just show you on this board here. So look at the top. Imagine, for example, like the Musafir has gone back home just to pick something up from home, right? He has to complete the full 4 prayers, Dhuhr, Asr and Isha, right? Even if he's just gone for a few seconds to pick something up. But that's the rule. You go back to your own residence, the ruling of Safar, it's terminated. And you'll only start again when you leave the city and intend a distance of 48 miles or more, or 3 days and 3 nights. And that's it basically. So I hope you guys benefit from this video. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments below. If you guys want to learn Arabic, I have a course called Quranic Arabic 17 Lessons. It will help you enable you to be able to try to learn Arabic. And if you want to support my channel, if you want to help my channel grow more, and me be able to produce more content, better quality content, think about becoming a patron. Many of my patrons, thank you very much, patrons. Shout out to all my patrons. Patrons, they are wonderful people and they help me so much in being able to produce what I produce. If you guys want to help me, check out the description below. You guys can support my channel through PayPal, or you can support it through Patreon as well. And that's it basically. Thank you very much for watching. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakumullah khair, guys, for all of your support. Without your support, I wouldn't have been able to produce the videos that I've put up on my YouTube channel. And there is so much more that I really want to do. And without the support of you guys who are patrons, generously supporting this channel, I've been able to get myself a camera, which, as you guys can see, the quality of this camera, mic system, software. I've been able to hire an editor. So what do I want to do? I want to make lots and lots and lots of more videos for beginners, for intermediate, advanced, in the subjects like Arabic and Fiqh and Hadith and Tafsir and Aqidah, and all those other things as well. And for this to happen, again, this channel needs support. So if you guys want to become patrons and support this channel, then check out the link below. Also, if you do become patrons, you'll have access to videos that I don't put up on my normal YouTube channel. So check that out, inshallah. And there's most other perks as well that you guys can benefit from. And if you want to access this channel through social media, we've got Twitter, we've got Instagram, Facebook page, and other things as well that you can visit. So Jazakumullah khair again, guys. Thank you very much for your support. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.